Likewise.
How are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Great
very
stuff.
well.
And I've never seen you in red before, and it's very nice on you.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And I nearly wore red today as well, but then I didn't at
We'd
the last
be twinning,
minute.
yeah,
I did. Are you one of these people that lays out their clothes the night before?
Yes, I did, yes. I did. I have a habit of doing it.
Yeah.
Or at the side of the wardrobe, ready to go. So it's just a case of get in, shave, shower, ready. Out the door.
Yeah, I know a lot of
Breakfast.
women in particular do it. A lot of men probably do it as well. But I always mean to put out the next day's outfit and hang it up. But I never get around to it. And then I wake up in the morning and it's dark and I'm trying not to make noise to wake the husband, and I'm rummaging around the place and saying, does that go with that? Etc., etc.
Especially if it is a bit, the light isn't brilliant. You have to be so careful. Is that black I'm after getting now or navy?
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to be so careful, because I know I try to keep my wardrobe tidy, but I have to admit it's not at the moment. It needs a good clear out. Well, listen, speaking of wardrobes, I was there during the week and I was saying to myself, is it time now to take out my autumn winter clothes, my woolly jumpers and my jackets and coats and heavier material stuff? Definitely.
Do you think so?
Yeah, very early this year. I have to admit, I put a fire on Tuesday night. The chimney got cleaned. We always do it early September to have it ready for October. The fire went on. It has been on since, which I hate to admit, mid-September I'd never have.
Yeah.
I put it up on the Leane style page, and I haven't been alone. I was kind of shocked at the amount of people that said, yeah, we have
got
it on.
The fire done. But it's so comforting, though.
It is. And I think the winter is going to be long, even though I hate saying it. I always love the autumn, but this year it just seemed to have come in overnight.
Yeah.
Now is the time. Even this morning, even coming in here, I had my winter jacket on that I normally wouldn't have till November, but I felt I needed it with the rain. And today isn't too bad, but yesterday and the day before, oh God, the temperature is bad.
There's a ridge of high pressure on the way, so I might hold off on the old zip fire.
I would still go for it, because at least you're organised when it comes to it. Because what I'm noticing this year, I got my autumn stuff in a month earlier, 6 weeks than I normally would.
And it's all gone.
A lot of it, believe it or not, today it's winter jumpers that are flying out and cardigans. And this is the best time to get your raincoats or your winter coats. Forget about raincoats, they're all year round. But again, the jumpers and cardigans, once they're gone, they're gone. Manufacturers have really cut back.
Yeah.
And that even goes for chain stores. They're being very careful in what they're producing as well. So
the nice stuff is in at the moment, so don't assume that you can wait for another month and buy it then. Get it now. Don't
ever presume. And that would be the biggest tip I would give.
Now, speaking, you said the winter jumpers. What kind of winter jumpers are in? And I know you've brought us in a selection.
I brought in a huge selection. There's one here that I'm going to pull. And this is like a fine knit, but it's lovely and patterned. People are afraid of pattern, but it's your best friend. And like that, you have the V-neck in it, so you can put a short collar inside it to reduce the print if you wish. And trust me, I didn't bring one with my rush in. But again, you have the 3/4 sleeves. But what is lovely about this, it doesn't add bulk. It's a nice fine knit, close up against the body. It's a neat fit, so it'll keep you lovely and warm, like a thermal vest, but very stylish in a jumper. Okay. And again, we have our traditional jumpers that are plain with the likes of the pearl on them. And this is a round neck. For people that I'm going to say, there's a lovely rib around here. Some people like a round neck very tight, and this happens to be one of them. Mm-hmm. And again, you have the long sleeve, but you have the traditional rib going on in the sleeve as well.
Just pull it away from the microphone there, because it's
is
you're
it
fine.
interfering?
No, you're grand.
But again, with this, they've put the lovely pearl
detail
in the front of it, going down the sleeve, and half the sleeve at the back as well. What would you call that colour? Is it kind of a... They call it a rose.
Rose. I was going to say it's a dusky pink rose.
Yeah, dusky pink rose. Again, some of the manufacturers, like I've said before, I think some of them can be colourblind. Because I got one in and they called rose, and it was almost that colour,
Yeah.
which is like your hot chocolate colour.
Yeah.
Which again is almost like a winey,
Rusty kind of
of a colour. They seem to be coming out with colours that, particularly in this one, and again it's a fine knit cardigan, again a lovely transitional piece as well, if you haven't got the fire on, and so are the waistcoats. But this is something that's a bit unusual, but it's multifunctional because you can wear several things underneath it, from that lovely blue that's coming into navy to blacks to creams, and the creams are another big colour trend that's coming through. Cream, or the winter white, as again some people will call it.
So what kind of lengths are the cardigans?
The cardigans are varying from your shorter length, not your crop length, even though some manufacturers have them, but I think they're a no-no, particularly if you have a bit of a tummy. It'll only emphasise it more. But again, it goes from your shorter length, regular length, to a 3/4 length as well. And they're coming. The other big trend that's coming through, if I can find it here, are the sleeveless cardigans.
Sleeveless cardigans. Okay.
And some of them are in a 3/4 length. That seems to be the trend with the 3/4 when it comes to the sleeveless cardigans. And like that, they have pockets in them. Some of them can be a bit oversized. Some of them can be a neat fit, depending on your body shape as well.
So do you think everyone should have one good, maybe neutral coloured cardigan in their wardrobe for the winter to go over tops?
Over tops, yes, definitely would be a wardrobe staple. That, or if you're into jumpers, there seems to be a massive revival of jumpers this season.
The jumper is back.
'Tis back. I suppose there's a feel of the 70s coming through, and the jumpers were massive back then. But the cardigans are so handy, and again, you can get so many different styles in them. The same with jumpers, from patterned, plain, you name it, everything is going on at the moment.
Okay, so what else is in this autumn? What's coming?
Speaking of the 70s...
Oh, are we talking coats? Oh
yeah,
my God,
coats.
that is very 70s.
This is like one of the blankets, but they've made it into a coat. Again, with this, when I was doing my buying, I was very conscious of going a single button. A lot of them are gone double-breasted, unless you're very skinny or you want to make the appearance that you've a bit more weight on. If some people are too skinny, they want to maybe give the appearance, go for the double button. But if you want to reduce your silhouette, always go for a one button fastening of your winter jackets.
So is there any particular style in winter coats that's in this year, apart from 70s? What
there
other
is
influences?
70s. There is also that lightly quilted type of a jacket that's coming in. And this is more, I suppose, for work every day, where this could be more for the coat I've here is more of a statement coat, would be going to mass with. It would be going out with the girls, going out to lunch.
Your good
where
coat.
you want to. Your good coat, yes. I know we're going back to that kind of era, and I think it was like the 70s, or maybe it was like when I was a kid, you wore your Sunday best. Once you had come home from mass, get it off, and you didn't see it again for a week. Yes, or trousers or jumper.
And your good shoes as well.
Yes, and good shoes, yeah. And well polished, even though I'd say half them don't know how to polish a shoe now.
No,
or a boot.
I'd say they've never heard of shoe polish.
But again, that's another thing, to show people how to shine a shoe. We might do another time or whatever.
Danny, speaking of coats, by the way, just coming back to what you said earlier on, you know, if anyone does need a new winter coat this winter, should they be buying them now? Does the same advice apply?
Yes, because they come in early. Actually, if I told you, this coat came into me in June. And I know you're looking, I had it out the back, ready to go for when the weather was going to change, but I didn't think it was going to be brought out so early. And because of that, other shops are after doing it. So you're going to have a shortage of them later on as well.
Okay.
You know, even before any of the manufacturers haven't overproduced either. You know, the weather has a lot to do with trading as well, and trying to get top-ups of stuff doesn't seem to be as look as what it used to be.
Have you brought in any more coats? I love looking at winter coats.
I haven't brought a coat, but I have. All foreign.
Oh, very, very furry.
This is one. And again, it's in that off-white. Now, what's brilliant about this coat, and it's with other stores as well, the cuffs can come off if you wish. They just unbutton, and then also the collar comes off. So it can be used as an ordinary kind of a coat-again jacket, or it can be used as a winter coat once you put on the fur. And again, of course, there is the black colours in it. And you have the lovely square pockets. And this is a real cuddly piece as well.
That is a fabulous coat. And that, as the older people would say, that'd take you anywhere.
Anywhere, yes.
You could even put that over a dress for a winter wedding.
Oh, you could quite easy. Yeah. Or you could, whether it be a maxi or whether it be a knee length. The days of the coat and dress going to the same length are gone.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this would be one if it's in a church, because it'll keep you lovely and warm. If you're going to a wedding at a venue, as in a hotel, you'd have this going into the event. But once you're at the event, you could ditch it. But this would be one for a church wedding. And
okay, again, does it come in any other colours or just the cream?
That comes in black as well.
Black as well.
And some other shops might have the brown as well, or the winey burgundy colour. Okay,
I'm going to hold you there for a second, Danny, because we must take a break, and there's lots of questions in for you actually, which is nice to hear always. 083 300 3300 or 066 712 3666 if you'd like to ask Danny any fashion style advice. Maybe you're going to Listowel Races next week and you want to know what you should be wearing. Get your queries in, we'll go through as many of them as we can. Back in a moment. Now, questions for Danny. My goodness, they're flying in, Danny, in the last few minutes. Please ask Danny the best time to shop around for a dress for a black tie wedding at the end of March. Also, does he know what colours are in for a spring wedding, and are calf length dresses suitable for a black tie wedding? 3 questions
in one. Okay. If you're talking March, the end of March, we're really still in kind of winter mode. There are some lovely colours coming in, but they might be too light for that time of year. And the reason why I'd say it is if it is for a church wedding, if it's raining and it's mucky, if it's a light colour, it can splash up on your dress quite easy. Now is the time to be looking, and I would be looking at more darker colours. Say your I won't say your blacks, but I'd go more your navies, more your burgundies, more your wine, more your red. I think February we're still too cool for the summer colours.
Yeah.
That would normally be, yes. The length, yes, ladies can get away with length, no problem when it comes to a black tie wedding. And with that, they can always wear trousers as well.
Yeah.
It's the white tie weddings that you have to go the full length.
The full length. So black tie, you're okay with your
black
3/4
tie,
length.
your 3/4 length.
I love this question. Deirdre, would you mind asking Danny what he thought of Melania Trump's hat that she wore yesterday? I thought it was awful. Way too big, says our listener.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't
The hat
see it.
was wearing her, and actually talking about, I don't think she knew how to dress. Even going to the banquet, what she had on, that yellow dress with that gold.
The pink. Well, it was I'm talking about the one that was an optical illusion. Was that at another occasion?
That was that, yeah.
Oh, that was another, a different occasion.
Yes.
But during the British visit.
But the British visit, she didn't do formal wear well either. I think whoever the advisors were got it totally wrong, and the hat was wearing her. And that is something that you have to watch out for as well coming up to Listowel, that you're not getting, dare I say, going too big, because it puts all the proportions out, and she definitely got the proportions completely wrong.
Melania Trump needs Danny in her life for style advice.
I don't think they'd be able to afford me.
No, they couldn't afford you. And I'd say you'd never stick Donald anyway.
No.
Listener says, I'm 51, I have a big tummy and a high waistline. What would Danny recommend? But recommend for what though?
Yes, I was going to say, is it for dressy or for every day? Like that, if you're going every day, if you're going for jeans, just make sure that you go for high-rise trousers, jeans, and then go for maybe a top with a bit of an elastication at the bottom to give you extra room around the tummy area. People are afraid of, and I've said it before on here, are afraid of the elasticated hemlines, but they can be very, very forgiving once they're on. And this is one here that I'm showing. And what you do, particularly as well, if you're a bit short, these are ideal for giving you the right length that you should be wearing your top at, so that your legs can be seen. The elastication shouldn't be pulled down, it should be pulled up. And that's where people get it wrong. But they're brilliant at covering the tum.
Okay.
The tummy.
Good advice there. And Neil was in touch. Great to hear from a man on this. Says, when would you wear sportswear like T-shirts, cotton shirts, etc., besides matches or sports occasions?
Again, maybe if you're going to the gym, if you're doing something sporty. I don't think a lot of people wear them to the pub. I would kind of say try not to if you can, because I think wearing it in the pub is a very English. I know in Ireland it would be the GAA. I think jerseys, but you know, we get very little chance to dress up these days, and I think even going to the pub, unless you're going for a boys' night out, that is quite acceptable to wear. But I think other times, if you have company of women or it is a special occasion, dress up a wee bit.
Dress accordingly, wear a nice shirt. And there's loads of nice clothes for men.
There is, and you don't have to go OTT. A nice shirt, a nice pair of chinos, a nice pair of jeans even. Again, you don't have to go all booted and suited.
Next question from a listener says, why does some fashion go in 1 minute and out the next? Like quarter zip-ups were popular once and now they seem to be very rare, except you'd probably see the odd one. It's the same with hoodies, and as Danny said, jumpers are back now. Yeah, well, I was wondering when you said about jumpers being in, because like to me jumpers were never out, but I suppose they're probably more prominent.
Yes, that should be more of a thing. Certain things are never out, say like the jumpers, but I've noticed every collection had a couple of jumpers where before they might have given an offering of one. Now the collections, you might have 10, 20 to choose from, where before there might be one or two. It's just that there are waves of things that come and go, but I believe you dress for your shape, for you, not what is a trend coming or going. It's more, when you do that, it's more, could I say classical or a modern classic that you'll get the wear out of again and again, and you're getting the value out of your clothes.
Danny, before we run out of time, we have to ask you, because I know a lot of women listening this afternoon will be hoping to head to Listowel Races for Ladies' Day, and it's such a fabulous occasion. And there's great prizes again, super prizes to be won. And even if you don't win the overall prize, there's great prizes to be won for Ladies' Day. I always think it's hard to predict in advance what to wear at Listowel, because you never know what the weather's going to be like.
Especially the way it is this week. I don't think you'll see too much chiffon there at the moment at the way it is going. And dare I say, the two judges that are there, Louise Duffy, she has a quirky kind of a dress style herself, and so does that designer Shona Courtney, that's
Shona
based
Courtney.
in London, that's originally from Killarney. Her stuff is so elegant, and I was lucky to see it recently at a fashion show. It is amazing. It is trying to second guess what they're looking for.
Because every judge every year is going to pick something different.
Certain times with certain judges, I'll be able to tell you, you need to wear this one, you need to wear that one thing. These ones are just a canvas, which is brilliant. And Listowel as well picks left of field. There was one year where there was a lovely elderly, I shouldn't say, slightly older than normal lady, won it with a vintage outfit that she had 20 or 30 years previous. Listowel is so hard to predict, but you dress for yourself, dress appropriately, particularly If it's raining, make sure you have an umbrella. If it's going to be a bit cold, as it was the start of this week, make sure you're warm. Because there's a breeze that comes off that river, and I'm telling you, it would skin a cat. So just dress appropriately. Dress with a bit of colour, something that you'll catch their eye with. It would be the best way if you're in. And maybe go a bit bold as well.
And don't forget a headpiece.
A headpiece, yeah, or a hat of some type. It doesn't have to be a headpiece. You can go for a fedora like this, quite easy to
fabulous.
fit in with your outfit.
That looks very racy.
It is. And I with the way the weather is at the moment, I would advise someone to go this way rather than in their silks or chiffons or whatever. But again, you can dress up something like this with something like this quite easy as well.
And look great.
Look great. And what's brilliant about Listowel, on Thursday you've the men's best dressed, another day you've a denim day. There is so much going on. And on the Saturday you have the
vintage, is it?
Yeah, vintage, or what they like to call it now, the Sustainability Awards, which is something old, vintage, as you say, something different. You can really show your personality in that.
Exactly.
But with the dressing up, it's so hard to...
Can I just give you this final question that just came in, and I'll have to ask you to be brief. It's from somebody celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary shortly, and she's wondering what colour dress would be suitable for the occasion. So we can assume that she's having some kind of a party. Mm-hmm. Congratulations to her, first of all, by the way.
Yes. Again, I'd go for, it's a celebration, so go for colour.
Sparkle.
A bit of sparkle, yes, if that's your style. But definitely go for colour and push the boat out. Yeah. Not as dressy as if you're a mother of a bride, but something that you can wear again. But something that will look good in photographs as well, because when it comes to 50th, there'll be loads of them and they'll be on the wall for ages.
So don't go for black.
Nice. Don't go for black.
Go for a
Go
colour.
for more colour. Go for colour.
Yeah, and even if she went into somebody like you in a boutique and just ask the person and say, look, what colour would stand out for me?
Yeah, and go for a colour that suits you. Even though it is colourful, make sure it is a colour that suits you.
Exactly.
And it's half. And you're comfortable, because again, you'll be mingling with a lot of people. If there's a party, make sure it is comfortable. And you can get comfort and style hand in hand. But again, sit down in it, walk around in it. Don't just put on the first thing. Take your time.
Perfect.
And it'll be
perfect. Danny, thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. Pleasure.
Lovely to hear about all the colours and styles and get those tips as well. And we will put this segment up on our social media so you can see some of the lovely styles Danny was showing us earlier on. And we will put it up on YouTube as well.